in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ferguson. At the 35, he's got more. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Boom, makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Ferguson. Finds a crease at the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game. Do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle is Hayes. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the run, it's Avant. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the option. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Coming out with it, it's Fung. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Pollard, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Let's see what he can do with it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Wilkins. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense going all in to stop the run. Let's go! Let's go! The option look. Now the pitch. Touchdown Buckeyes! Great job by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Might be looking to run. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. Big fella moving. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the 1st.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Under fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down toward the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking to throw again. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. using his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Wilkins. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Fung. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pocket breaking down. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offense.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. He'll take it himself. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Hayes. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
Number 19.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to...
Brings it down on the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this state.
Late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack. get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Going to swing it on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Funk. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Offense working from the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fung. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
On the ground, it's Avent. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. Slithers into space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scramble.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The give from the gun. Oh, what a move. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Line getting set on 2nd down.